Good evening and welcome to Monday Night on Bad Dog Comedy TV, live on YouTube and Ayaka's Kitchen. Now, please give it up for your warm-up act, a toast.
Hello! Hello, everybody! How are you doing? Okay. Another joke! Yeah, ready? Are you ready? Listo? Okay. ¿Cómo estás? Lista? Okay. Knock. Who's there? A Latino living in Canada. A Latino living in Canada? Who? Chile. You get it? Like Latino feeling really cold? Yeah, it's so cold in Canada. So I'm always chilly. It's so chilly. I'm chilly. I'm chilly. I'm so cold. I'm always cold in Canada. Yay! Okay, you get it? Like, ¿cómo estás? Chilly. Like cold. Frío, chili. It's not chili pepper. Chili pepper is hot. And caliente, but it's chili. You know, chili, like it's called. Okay. Bye. Hi. Hello. Okay, chili. Like chili, but like chili pepper is hot, but chili is cold. Have you thought of that? That's such a irony. Yeah, I thought so. Hi. That goes great with chili. Yes. Anything goes well with chili. That's true. Hi, I'm Ayaka. Hi. Another day, another episode of Ayaka's Kitchen on Bad Dog Comedy TV. Bad Dog is a great place to be, and it's such a great community. It's an international community now because of YouTube. So here is the donation link. Let's support Bad Dog. Support the heck out of Bad Dog because it's a great place to be. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe. Subliminal message. No. Oh, show. You're pushing it. Okay. Please like the video. Okay, thank you. Okay, so another episode, and this is very special because I have a friend who's coming to my kitchen today on the other side of the screen. But he lives in Chile. You know where Chile is? It's so freaking far from Toronto. But he's joining me here on. This is the magic of internet. Like I can have guests anywhere in the world, and it's gonna happen. And yeah, today is one of those episodes. So let's just have him over to my kitchen virtually, but still, you know. Okay, great. Okay, so here's my great friend Nico. Hi, Nico.
Hi, Ayaka. Hi, everyone.
There's a bunch of applause happening. Yeah, Nico, ¿cómo estás? How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, here is the beginning of spring. So there are flowers everywhere and it smells pretty nice. So yeah, I can't complain really.
Oh, that's opposite of what's happening here. It's getting colder. It's getting chillier. The trees, the leaves are dying. Leaves are falling. But you have blooming flowers and it smells like spring. That's beautiful. Yes, I always forget that. I always forget you have the opposite seasons. How is it like to have Christmas in summer?
Oh yeah, well, we have Christmas in summer, so everybody is wearing shorts and t-shirts. There is no snow, of course, no even rain because this is a Mediterranean weather, like the coast of Italy and California and some places in Africa. So it's very dry and hot, but not too hot, right?
Okay.
And not humid at all. It's a perfect day for drinking wine and getting drunk, you know.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Okay, so like before I get too deep into Christmas and seasons and stuff, let's explain who you are. So tell us what is your background and tell us where you are, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, well, my name is Nicolás, and I was born in Santiago, in Chile, in 1981. And well, what else about me? So I'm a writer and a poet, and I'm also working at the University of Chile. I'm currently the director of undergraduate studies for the Environmental Studies School. Hmm? Yeah,
Yes,
that's all. Hmm?
so cool, so cool. And then you also lived in Canada for a
Oh
while.
yeah, yes. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Well, I was living in Canada for, I would say, almost 8 years. So when you
Amazing.
told me everything is opposite, I really hear you, because I
Yeah.
was calling my friends when I was in winter and they were in summer, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in Canada, yes, the Santa Claus comes when there's snow and he's wearing so much clothes and stuff. How does that work over there?
Well, here is not really that cold. I mean, like the coldest thing that you can find is just by the Andes, but nobody really lives there.
Yeah.
And the south part of Chile, the very south part of Chile, it is where the Magellan Stretch it is. So that's the end, of this part of the Americas. And because there is a lot of influence from the ocean, it's not that cold as Canada too. So
Mhm.
let's say -7 is the average during winter, and that is nice, right? So with
Yeah,
minus
but
seven,
like,
you can do many things.
isn't it like really, really close to South Pole if you go like really down?
Yes, but the different. I mean, if we compare this part of the globe with the north part, there is no earth.
Great.
Oh, thank you for the map. Yeah, there is no earth in between the South Pole and the continent. So this part, the yellow part where Chile is, at the bottom, you just have to fly about 5 hours and you can reach the South Pole. But again,
Wow.
nobody really goes there. We just have our territories there, and also some scientific research and militaries and so on. But nobody
Yeah.
really lives there.
Okay, okay. Like researchers, like scientists, and like
Yeah,
those people. Yeah. Oh, so interesting. Chile is so long, isn't it? Like one, like the longest in a sense of like narrow and long countries in the world.
yeah. It is. It's so long and so narrow, and it's very special too because we have the big, the Andes mountain, and on the one hand, and also we have another small mountain. I mean, it's not small, but it's about the same that the mountain that you can find in Vancouver.
Mm.
That sort of altitude. And yeah, we all the time see mountains everywhere, and people lives within the valley.
Yeah. In the middle. Okay, so you are going to introduce us a food from Chile. And because you lived in Toronto, you knew a Chilean restaurant in Toronto. So tell us about the food that you picked today.
Okay, so I picked a Chilean empanada, which is that
Eh,
one. If I'm right, I think there are about four type of empanadas here in South America. One is Argentinian, the other one is Colombian. I think there is one also from Venezuela. And my favorite one, but don't tell nobody, is the Bolivian one, but that is really hard to find. I mean, you can just go there and get that. And that is a Chilean empanada, which is something with, um, how can I say this? It has meat inside, meat and onion, and half one egg, and sometimes an olive too.
Olives! I love olives. Surprise! I also bought some Argentinian empanadas too, so people can see and compare. So this square one is Chilean, and this is Argentinian. Like the shape is different, but yeah, these are all empanadas, different kinds of empanadas. Very
Mhm.
cool, very cool. Yeah, okay, so I guess I'll open it up and then find out what's in here. But you picked beef one. I also got the chicken one over there too. Chicken one's like a different shape. but beef one. So we'll see what's in here. Let's see. I'll cut it open. So you said there's beef and then onion, cebolla, onion.
Yeah, onion, and also you can find an egg inside it.
Oh yeah,
That is,
isn't it?
yeah,
Okay, so it's authentic.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. Oh, and then I think they're olives. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm salivating. Can you see?
Yeah,
There's like
that's an
olives.
authentic empanada. It was made by I know the place where you got it.
Jumbo empanadas in Kensington Market. Yeah. Jumbo empanadas in Kensington Market. Is Nico frozen? Okay, everyone. I'm gonna keep talking about empanadas. So empanadas, yeah, as Nico said, there are lots of different kinds in South America. Different countries make different ones. This is especially Chilean empanadas, and yeah. Oh, you can even see. Oh, Nico, can you see?
I'm back.
Yeah, you're back. Yeah,
Yes,
olives. Definitely olives.
that's the olive.
Yeah, that's really, really good. That's authentic.
Yeah, that really
Okay.
looks like a Chilean empanada. So you are
Yeah.
with the right empanada right now.
Yeah, and it's from Kensington Market. Kensington Market has a bunch of like Latino shops and restaurants, right?
Yeah, yeah, and they also sell other type of Chilean food too, because there are many immigrants from Chile in Toronto.
Oh,
So
really? I
yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah, yeah, and also in Montreal, there is a famous place in Montreal that most of my Canadian friends they were saying to me like, "Oh my God, the Chilean empanadas when we are with the matches, so they are awesome."
What? Tell us more. Tell us more about that.
Well, my friends from Montreal, they told me when they are, they want to get food late at night after drinking all, they go to that place. I forgot the name, in Montreal, but it's a famous old place that they just sell Chilean empanadas, and they love it.
Mhm.
So when the first time that I went to Montreal, nobody really asked me about, Chile. They told me like, "Oh man, you are from that place from the empanadas are too." And I said, "Yes, I am." So it was great. It was a great game, a great way of introducing myself there.
So Chile is known for empanadas, and people associate Chile with empanadas in Montreal.
Yeah, and wine.
And wine, yes. Aren't you drinking wine right now?
Yeah, yes, I am.
Show
Look,
us, show us.
so I'm drinking this wine, Chile, right? Chile.
Mm-hmm.
And also there is a map of Chile here, where
Oh
it's
yeah.
showing where this special valley it is. So it's a Carmenere, and it's a type of wine that for a long time people thought it disappeared, for a sort of illness. But they found again one vineyard, an old one, let's say 15 years ago, and we start producing it again. So this is the only place that you can find this type of wine, and it's great.
Wow. It's grape.
It is great. It's awesome. Yeah.
No, I'm telling you a joke. I said grape.
Yeah, no. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I got it. I'm too slow. It is about the internet connection, right?
It's the internet. It's the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Chile, actually, I wanna talk about this. In English, we say chili, like
Yeah.
the chili pepper, but in Spanish, you say chile. Is that right? Chile,
Yeah, we said Chile.
chile. Like it's like like e,
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
funny. So for Chilenos,
Yeah. Very good.
Chilenos, for Chilenos, what do you eat? Like I'm sure there are so many other kind of food other than empanadas. What else are like common food there?
Well, common food here are in general. We made soups, with vegetables. Most of them, the kind of vegetables that you can find here. Like onions and potatoes, and also you can add meat. And yeah, most of our food is based on the vegetables you can find here. And Yeah, and we don't really like spicy food. For instance, there are not many chili food here, like red hot chili
Really?
peppers. We don't have many of those.
What an irony! That's such a like irony. Like
Yeah,
people chili, like no caliente, no chili.
yeah, yeah, and also you can find I mean fruits like apples, blueberries, strawberries. That the kind of fruits that we have here,
Hmm. Okay. So
and
when you
we
say
eat a lot of barbecues too.
oh, uh, asado, is that
Yeah,
Argentinian or is
asado.
that
Yeah,
Chile?
that's right.
Asado.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
something that we have in common in all. I mean, I would say with Uruguayans, Argentinians, and Brazilians, and we made it with coal. I mean, no
Mhm.
way. I mean, if you came here and you start the barbecue with the, those gas, barbecues oven,
Yeah.
they would say like, "What? I mean, that's not a barbecue." So we have a it's very fun because it's take really long to prepare a barbecue with coal. So you
Mm.
get together with your friends, you start the coal, and cooking takes about, let's say, 3 hours or 4 hours. But during
Yeah.
that time you have drinks and you talk and you change stories. So a barbecue, more than a dish, is a sort of a culture, a way of having fun.
Yeah. Okay. So when you're in Canada, there are always like gas barbecue. You're like, you don't know
No,
what's what's good.
I got some of them, but I had a Chilean friend. He moved to Canada, let's say during the 70s, and he still lives there. And he told me, like, you know what? I never wanted to have a car in my backyard, so I take out all the things for the car, and I set my Chilean, place for having a asado with coal. So
Wow.
I was having those types of barbecues at least once a year, and it was fine with the Chilean
Wow.
community.
That's lucky. I don't know anyone has that in in a garage.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I was lucky too.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, and what kind of meat? Like, is that meat or seafood? Like, what do you barbecue?
mostly meat,
Okay.
mostly
Like, what
meat
kind?
from cow meat, from a cow. Yeah.
Cow, beef.
Yeah, and sometimes with we can prepare salmon or something like that you can find here. I think like Chile is probably the second biggest producer of salmons too.
Oh, really?
So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
so there are many
Is
salmons
Canada
here and
first?
sushi too. There are many sushi places here too. It's very popular. Everywhere you
Oh,
can find
really?
really.
Wow. Do they make empanada sushi there?
No, 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 no. That's the first time. So
We
I
are
think
the
like
first.
after this Ayaka, we can discuss about starting our first empanada roll sushi either in Chile or in Canada. We'll see.
Okay. Deal. Deal. Wow. Do you know, is Canada the first, like the most salmon, how do you say, producing salmon the most in Canada and Chile's second? Or is Canada not the first?
About salmon, I don't think Canada is the first.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know where, but Canadian salmon's so good.
No, I know
And
it's so good. Yeah, I know it's so good. But I think the biggest production is within, I don't know, Norway or those countries too.
ah, yes, that's true. That's true. Okay, okay, cool. So what else? What kind of seafood do you have then? Salmon. What else?
Well, we have we have something in this part of the Americas. There is something called the Humboldt Current, which is something very Humboldt, like the German guy that was at the science. This guy from he was alive, I would say, at the beginning of 19th century or so,
Okay.
and so he was very very famous because he created many things. He has big contribution for literature, science, and painting and so on. But here there is something called the Humboldt Current, and the ocean is so cold. Let me tell you this: when I was living in Toronto, they told me, "Okay, man, we are going to go to the island in summer, and probably you will think the lake will be cold." And I said, like, and I got into the lake. I said, like, this is not cold. I mean, comparing to the Chilean ocean, which is within the Humboldt Current, it's very cold, and for that reason, we have a very special kind of fisheries here, and also seafood.
Wow. Okay, I always hear cold seawater makes better seafood, better fish, better seafood. So maybe you
Yeah,
have that then.
yeah, yeah. It's very good. It's very good, and I've been traveling a lot through Chile because of my job as a writer, and I've been the Humboldt current stop about, let's say, the half of Chile. So in the north, you can start trying seafood, uh, more sort of tropical ones, and
Yeah,
they are
yeah,
different too. You can find different kind of birds too, and so on. Yeah, it's really cool because
yeah.
Chile is long. It is always changing the weather and the landscape and the kind of animals and nature in general.
Isn't Galapagos Island in Chile? Like belongs to Chile?
Sorry.
Galapagos Island.
Well, that's in front of Ecuador. So it's
Oh,
Chile, then Peru, then Ecuador. But Chile
Galapagos
is in front of Easter Island.
East Island.
That's
East
that's
Island.
our that's our island that is far away from the continent, but it's Chile. It's also Chilean.
Wow, the Moai, the big Moai statues. Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow, so different. So when you eat food, like do you have like different, like in the morning you have coffee and then lunch you have lunch, like, and then dinner is a huge dinner, like that kind of deal, or do you have like different times of the day that you eat than Canada compared to
Well, we
Canada?
have I would say like we eat we eat big lunches. So that's
Oh, okay.
our main dish. We call it almuerzo.
Mm,
So
almuerzo.
yeah, so that's our main dish. And by the end of the day, so we have breakfast, a regular breakfast, but not big deal with toast and marmalades and so forth. And then we have a big almuerzo, which could be, let's say, you can eat 2 or 3 empanadas.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
huge.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. And then you eat around, let's say, 7 or 8 p.m. I mean, I would say like the Toronto dinner time. And we eat tea with sandwiches.
Oh, okay. Sandwiches.
Yeah, tea with sandwiches. We have a special kind of bread. It's called marraqueta, and it's a version of the French baguette. And you can
Okay.
find that everywhere. It's very common. The bread is so good here.
Okay, so like Chilean cuisine, like Chilean food is more like European type, you would say?
Yeah, yeah, in a way, yeah. It's been changing during the last, I would say, like 30 years. But I would say like Chile, because it's far away from, from the stage influence and the stage culture. Uh, it's been more European than American culture. So
Wow.
the downtown, we have big, sort of French buildings. Our government buildings look more like French, or more French than British. And the old downtown, it's looking as a traditional downtown, a Spaniard downtown that you can find everywhere in Latin America, which with the
Okay.
cathedral, with the post office, and also with the office of the government, which is very, very common, and you can find that everywhere because that was the way of the um, Spaniard, developed cities here.
Hmm. Is it Catholic or Protestant or what kind of
I
Christianity?
would say mostly Catholic. I would say like
Okay.
95% of the population is Catholic.
Okay.
With some variants, right? So
Yeah.
you can find also Mormons and
Okay.
Protestant, but it's not a big amount, and
Okay.
so everybody is more than being super Catholic. It's a Catholic culture. So
Mm.
for instance, for us, it's common having a big images of of the Virgin, Mary Virgin on the top of a mountain, and nobody really said like, why are we having that?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, okay, cool. Like.
Yeah. Wow. What about how people appear? Like, do they look European or like more tanned or?
Well, you can find every different type of people here. I mean, like some
Mm.
of them. I mean, some of them look more indigenous because I mean those are our First Nation here. Most
Mm.
of them, the biggest population of indigenous here are the Mapuches one, which were they are amazing because Chile was I would say was discovered in 1592 or something like that,
Okay.
and the Chilean state started around 1810, and during the from 1810 to 1870, just the half part of Chile was Chile because the Chilean couldn't conquest, the indigenous
Oh,
population because they were very good on war.
wow.
So for a long time it was one country, but nobody could really go to the other part of the country because it was taken by these Mapuche people, which are great, and we feel. I mean, I feel so proud of them. I don't know if my country feels that proud.
Mm.
But yeah, so you can find some of them, and also the immigration in Chile during the beginning of the 19th century was mostly Germans. So
Oh,
a big
really?
part of the south of Chile, I mean, like the south of Chile, who looks pretty much like Vancouver, like those kind of pines and trees and lakes and so on. It's
Yeah.
full of German architecture and German food.
Really?
Yeah, and
Also,
volcanoes.
a volcano. So many
Yeah,
things. So many things. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard lots of war criminals, I guess, Nazis escaped from Germany after World War II to go to like
yeah,
Chile and Argentina. Is that correct?
yeah, totally. And there is also a great fiction written by Roberto Bolaño, which is another Chilean, and he wrote something called Nazis Literature Within America. Is my translation, but the name I don't know the translation, but the name is La Literatura Nazi en America, and and that book tells the story about what the Nazis were doing here, mostly in Argentina and some part of Chile. But most of them
Oh,
were in Argentina, the biggest part. Argentina is awesome
okay.
too. I love every country.
I thought it was like urban myth or something. It's actually like history, like it's known for it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought it was a secret. I guess it's not.
No, no, no. And you should totally read Roberto Bolaño. That novel is awesome. And also another novels, I mean, that he has. And he's Chilean, and
Okay.
he lives most of his life in Mexico and then in Spain. And he always is making fun of Chileans too. So a way of knowing
Why?
Chile, because I think, I mean, from his point of view of his work, Chileans could be a little provincial in a way, kind of like hillbilly or countryside, not too globalized. So
Really?
he always was making fun about how the literary culture in Chile was thinking they were, we are so cool and so awesome, but they were not aware of anything. That's why he was making fun of them.
Really? That's
Yeah.
funny. So there are lots of like European influence, as you said. What about the culture itself? Like when like people's like lifestyle, is that more European as well? You would say?
Well, I would say not anymore. I think like the only European thing that we still keep is having tea and cookies and sandwiches for dinner, and
Yeah.
we like everybody drinks tea here. It's
Oh,
something, I
really?
mean, normal. I mean, like
What kind? What kind of tea?
just like I would say this black tea
Hmm.
is very common, very 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 common. I mean, like people they don't really drink coffee because we are too far away from the tropics, so we don't have coffee culture.
Really?
We don't
Yeah.
produce coffee. And it's not part of our culture. I mean, like of course you can get a coffee here, but everybody really drinks tea.
Really? That's surprising to me. I guess like I did not. I was just ignorant. I thought like everyone in like South America just drink coffee all the time, like that or mate tea. But like I
Yeah,
did not know like it's black tea. Like that's like British,
yeah.
British.
Well,
Wow.
because British culture was a great thing for a long time here. Even the music that I was listening when I was going to clubs, when I was when I was a teenager, because of the dictatorship, the music in Spanish was sort of forbidden. So we were listening music in English. So I was dancing David Bowie when I was 21 or 18. I was listening that kind of music.
What? The government said don't listen to Spanish
Yeah.
music.
Because another Chilean great person was Violeta Parra. You know that song, Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto. No.
No, I
Oh,
don't know.
okay. Well, she's so famous. I mean,
Mhm.
she's so well known, and she's sort of I would say, like our Bob Dylan. And she's so well known in Spanish everywhere because her lyrics are awesome. She's a great poet and a great musician too. And so the music that we have just before the dictatorship, what was all those sort of folk music with political content. So the dictatorship that we have from 1973 to 1991, they said like, okay, we won't listen that anymore. So they just sent people to sing a Spanish song, but with no content, right? And
Wow.
so that's why people move to English songs, especially like the kind of like of music that you can listen during the 70s in English, even John Lennon, or even punk music. Punk music was a great thing here too. One of the biggest band that we have here is called Los Prisioneros, the prisoners,
Prisionero.
and they are
Prisoners.
yeah, and they are sort of the Clash, but in his own way. I mean, they are very creative and very peculiar too.
Wow. So what about nowadays? Like there's no dictatorship right now, right? So
Mhm.
how's the political situation?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's very special. Well, there is no dictatorship, not anymore, but we are already changing our constitution
Hmm.
for the first time for a long time. So everybody is very excited here because, for instance, like we have gender parity in our constitution. It will be the first constitution with gender parity. We develop a system to choose the people which is writing the constitution or deciding the subject. We develop a system to choose the people from all the territories and representing, the indigenous communities, women and so forth. So now we are writing that. So this country will change a lot. Probably, I mean, like they will start writing the constitution next week because they have been a year now just discussing,
Yeah.
and they have to give the text for voting in the half part of next year of 2021. So everybody will be changing here too.
2022 next year.
Yeah,
Wow, that's huge.
yeah, that's a lot.
That's
Yeah.
so people's feeling good, like people's mood like in a city, like you can feel happiness, like positivity.
Yeah, I think you can feel that out too, but we got this opportunity to change the constitutions because people went to street protesting for the rise of the subway, because I don't know, the subway here in the capital, it'll be, let's say, one ticket, let's say $2 and a half, which is a lot considering a country that I don't know, the minimum wage here is about $800. No, so it's a lot of
Per
money.
month, like per
Yeah,
month.
yeah,
Mm.
per month. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's a lot of money. So for a long time there was a lot of trouble here, which I totally support and I agree with that because people was fed up with that. There is this is there is a lot of inequality here in Chile too. So now
Hmm.
we are moving to this democratic process and changing that. So everybody is excited too because we believe it'll be a time to start again, with a more fair society, and I hope enjoyable and fun society too,
Hmm.
with our wine.
That's yeah. It's good wine. That's amazing. That sounds like such a like new beginning, like big
Yeah,
change, and like people feel good about that. Like they feel more hard, like their voices are hard. That's
yeah.
that's awesome. Well, on that cool, good, positive note, I made sushi. So take a look.
Wow.
You see?
Yeah.
Empanada.
Looks
There's like
great.
eggs.
Yeah. And one
Yeah.
was some eggs.
Olives.
And
Yeah. So Nico, name this. How would you call it?
I would call it the Chilean empanada roll.
Chilean empanada roll. Yes, you have to be specific. It's not Argentine. It's not Argentina. It's not Colombia. It's Chilean empanada roll.
Yeah.
Yay! This is it. It looks good. It looks good, and I know like it's the inside. I know it's gonna taste good. So I know in sushi, I'm sure it's gonna taste good, and I'm gonna eat it. But Nico, I don't want people to hear me chew. Like you know, it's a disgusting sound. So why don't you sing us the song that you were singing earlier as I eat, so people don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I'll sing this song by Vergara. Okay.
Okay, amazing. Okay, so itadakimasu que aproveche. Is that what you say? Que aproveche.
Sorry.
Itadakimasu que aproveche. Is that no? You say. You say itadakimasu.
Okay. Okay. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, medios luceros, que cuando los abro, perfecto distingo lo negro del blanco, y en el alto cielo su fondo estrellado, y en las multitudes el hombre que yo amo. That's okay? Thank you.
Buenissimo. Buenissimo. Wow. Your food is amazing. This is amazing. Wow, this is really, really good. Really, really good.
Yeah. I would really want to try that. You know, we should start our business, either in Canada or in Chile.
Oh, that'll make me like a perfect excuse to go to San Diego. I want to try empanada itself too. Okay, so there's beef, onion. Like, what is this taste? It's like so good. Is it a garlic?
I think it has also a little bit of seasoning like paprika. I don't know. That's a red pepper powder, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
also cumin and what else? And that's it. I think sometimes they put a little bit of sugar in order to make the onions taste a little not that you know, how can I say, you know, trying to mainstream the flavor of the onion. What do you think about that?
Just blend everything in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, olives are good too. They gave me this sauce. What is this?
That's called pebre.
What is it?
And that is tomatoes with something hot. I mean, in Chile we use a hot pepper that is yellow, but it's not that hot. And also it has onions, and yeah, and that's it. And I think a little bit of vinegar too.
So it's like
that's
salsa, like
yeah.
salsa?
So that's very common too. So even whenever you go to a restaurant here, while you're waiting for the food, they give you a basket with bread, butter, and also with pebre. So you can eat bread and butter while you are having wine or pisco, which is another one of our drinks, a pisco sour, or whatever you want to drink here, because people is really, really drunk here.
This is so good.
Yeah?
Wow.
I
can just drink this. It's like, it's so good. This is so good. There's lots of, what is this, parsley? Or oregano? I can't tell. Green things.
Yeah, I think it's parsley too. Yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah. So good. Okay, and then do you dip the empanada in there?
Yeah, totally. Please do it.
Yeah, I'll do that very, very soon. I can't wait to finish everything. This is so good. Okay, so Jumbo empanadas in Kensington Market. If anyone's watching from Toronto, check it out. Jumbo empanadas Kensington Market. It's like, yeah, seems like very authentic Chilean food. Chilean
Yeah.
empanadas. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
so good.
I was going there. Yeah, and also the owner is an old Chilean lady, so you really feel when I was going there, I was feeling like, oh, okay, that could be my aunt or whatever, you know.
Oh, that's a great feeling. Okay, so Nico, this was a success. It's so delicious. Yeah, I have to eat all of them, and hopefully you come back to Canada and I'll make it, or I go there and then I'll make it, and then we'll eat it together.
I'm sure we will find a place and the moment to share, you know, the Chilean empanada roll,
Yeah,
either in
one day,
Canada
one
or in
day.
Chile or somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, one day. Okay, so thank you, Nico. And everybody, thank you for watching. This has been Ayaka's Kitchen with Nico. And here is the donation link. Bad Dog Comedy Theater, Bad Dog Comedy TV. It's a great place to be. So if you are able to donate money, then here's how you can support Bad Dog Comedy TV. It's a great place to be. And Sean, thank you, Sean. Sean's doing all the tech stuff for us and keeping this show running. So thank you, and everybody watching, thank you for watching. Gracias, todos. Is that how you say it? Gracias. Okay, so Nico, great episode. Very educational, very informative, and delicious. So
Thank you for having me over there.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Is there like any word you say to say bye, like in your culture?
Ciao. Adiós,
Ciao.
compañeros y compañeras.
Ah, okay. So it's like Italian and Spanish, like all mixed. That's your culture. Like that represents like a European mix of everything. Okay, so I'll say it. What was it? Ciao, gracias, wine.
Yeah. Ciao, gracias y wine.
Ciao, gracias, wine. Okay.